Part 2 of Argonaut. So let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. This is a comedy. Comedy a clown would wish for. A silly pantomime filled with a song and a dance. And this is his heroic tale. Argonaut, the fate of hero. What's the moon? A sky. It's a nightmare. Nighttime. And where am I? Are you awake? Is that Kozu? Hey, it is my boy Kozu. You shouldn't move around just yet. Your body's pretty battered. They have beaten you good, huh? And you wandered around in the waterway with that body. I prevented tenderness with my ability, but you should rest up for a while. Did you say your name was Kozo? That's me, Kozo, a blacksmith, and the one who saved you lots of lives. You lot. Is she safe? Where's Zona? A second after you open your eyes, you start worrying about others. You are such a hypocrite. Anna, glad you're safe. Of course, I didn't even get a scratch. On the other hand, your wounds were very severe. Did you worry about me? Oh, thank you. And we are in a field outside the capital. Yeah, we came quite far from the capital, just so you know. Even if we started a fire here, they wouldn't be able to spot us. I knew you wanted a better room with a warm bed, but you were in trouble, won't ya? Your friend pleaded to take you outside the city. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Let me thank you for helping us, two complete strangers. I am Argonaut. That girl just told me about you, a foolish joker that she can't stop caring about. I never said that. Well, it seems like you already remember, but I am Kozo, a not-so-renowned blacksmith. See, the capital is always at war, right? And I thought I'd sell my goods there, but it seems like I got involved in some trouble instead. That's, and so many of them. Why does it have to be now? Well, you guys can rest here. I'll take care of them. All? Are you seeing how many there are? It's impossible. Just watch. Yeah, that's the badass sword coming from his body. Those are the same fire sparks we saw when he helped us. I'll explain it later. Let's go. Usu. His sword is so badass. I like it a lot. Boo. Boosh. It only took him a moment in that fire. It's a power maybe equal to Fina's or even higher. Isn't he too strong? It's surreal. But why you don't seem to have elven blood in you? So how did you... Long story short, I saved a spirit from some monster before, and I was so close to meeting my Grim Reaper right there. But the spirit I rescued transfused me some of the blood to save me from death, so I suppose that's just how I am now. Spirit put their own blood in you? Yeah, so even though I'm not an elf, I can use magic, and a few weapons I smith can spite fire and ice. Miracle of the spirit. And that is my power, and also a secret. That is my turn to hear your story. You haven't told me, have you? I saved your life, maybe that makes me qualified to listen. Indeed, it would be dishonest of me if I did not tell you the truth. So my story goes, blah 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 blah. Fuck the kid and he betrayed me. So that's what happened. I understand. I can't digest all the information so calmly. A bowl and a sacrifice, you say? Isn't that the capital supposed to be a paradise? He's certainly a bit more animated than he seemed at first. Everything I said is true, and thus I am now a traitor. Everybody wishes to see me hanged. Believe it or not, it is your choice. I do believe you. I trust my instincts, and it's telling me you lads aren't liars. So what are you planning to do now? They have your sister in the capital as well as the princess, right? Give us a moment. It hasn't been even a day since it all happened. Now I too am a fugitive from the capital. I need some time to feel remorse over my choice to save the fool. For a person full of remorse, you sure seemed passionate about tending the wounded fool. Sure, I understand you need some time. I will be on the lookout here. You can rest. Thank you, I really am. No road is too long with good company, right? So what, is Krozer gonna make him a sword? And then he's gonna storm in the capital? You still awake? Can I have a word? Sure, I will be here. Don't go too far. We won't. What is it you want to discuss? I've decided to defeat Minotaur. I'll rescue Fina and apologize to Yuri and others and save our princess. Are you going to do that? Any plan? I don't know yet, but I know I need to. Even you had a plan, I'd still tell you the same, Agna. You are not fit to defeat the monster. I will tell you as many times as you need until you finally understand that you are not a hero, and you will not defeat the minute monster, and you will never be a hero who can save everyone. Then I will do this for that one life. Huh? I know I have always known better than anyone else that Agnar will never be a hero. Is not qualified. He doesn't have the talent. If he could save anyone, that would be only one life. But others would save hundreds of lives in the same situation. What are you trying to say? One life or 100 of lives? When I face this conundrum, I always wonder, why does the choice have to be made by a single person? Why can't someone else be there to help when that one life is to be sacrificed? Why can't the others be there to save that life? We should not be turned into heroes to save us. We as humans should save ourselves. Sure enough, one man can only do so much, but what if there are two or maybe three? If we unite, we can do anything. You can only save one life, so you rely on others to save the rest of the lives. Do you realize how extremely wishful you sound? Yes, I do. I wished I was a hero who could save everyone, but I wasn't. I'm at a loss for words. Why? There must be a hero who can save the hundreds, then I shall be the one who save the one life's about to be abandoned. And that life I wish to save is you, Ona. Huh? As long as the man-eating bull lives, even if the hundreds are saved, you won't be, because you won't be able to smile. On to see you smile. Why all of a sudden, as if you are about to pledge your love? And for this very reason, I will save Princess Aria, too. I will put an end to the offering, and I will see her smile. That is my sole goal. I will not accept any other ending. There's no bigger one life but two, or no longer. Indeed, then I, Argonaut, must become a man who can save two lives, and not only one. You really are a clown, and the worst, saying such things out of the blue just to bemuse me. Do what you want. I know whatever I say won't stop you. I have wished for the rotten kingdom to fall with all my heart. But the truth is, even if the end is imminent, I wish it will be remembered as a kingdom that stood for people, not as a rotten paradise. Doesn't matter anymore. I can make a change from now on. I will be the audience of your story. Do your best, I suppose. Yes, I will. Thank you, Ona. What's troubling you? You look as tough as you are mad at me. You have been acting different since you look. What are you trying to pull? Where's the foolish clown Argonaut? It isn't like you. Perhaps I have. Maybe it's the fatigue. Moment, please. I will return to my usual self in a second. Testing, 1, 2. So you will not born a clown. It's more like a facade you act. I have no idea what you mean. I am and have always been the same old Argonaut. Now I am back. Let us rest for today to our peaceful slumber. Don't you worry, after a night I will come up with a splendid idea or two, I think. Cheery optimism and boisterous Argonaut is back, I see. It is me. Now I shall write this in my hero diary. It is just a facade he puts on. Of his miserable failure, he decided to destroy the evil creature. Onward with a strange blacksmith and a fortune teller. It is just a facade. He is actually really, really smart, I believe. The sun is up right now. So I have been thinking for a while. I was sleeping like a log. How do you do that? How about we pay a visit to the Shrine of Spirit? Shrine of Spirit? Yes, a rumor says there is a Shrine of Spirit hidden somewhere in the capital. They can grant us their power if we find it. Will you ever stop your nonsense? You should know that's known only as a myth in the capital. There are many records about soldiers sent to confirm the truth of its existence, but the shrine is yet to be located, so it must be a hoax. Where was it the rumor started? Where was the source of that myth? If nobody has seen it, why does anyone know it's a shrine? Somebody must have seen it. The myth was about the traveler seeing a light falling from the sky. He walked towards the light, and there was the shrine. At that time, monsters were less invasive. People started to believe it was a sign of spirits blessing them, but it was merely a story. There must be more. You must remember, Ona. You can do it, Ona. You use your power of fortune and locate the shrine, Ona. That is not my power, you idiot. I don't know if that's the shrine you are looking for, but there's a spirit around here. Huh? My blood is reacting to its presence. There must be a kin of my spirits, no doubt about it. For real, could you please get us there, too? Why are you acting so formal all of a sudden? It's no trouble. So, see, this was all a part of my plan. Have you witnessed the miracle of a human bond. You must be joking. The encounter must have been a gift from the gods. Let us uncover the sacred shrine of the spirits. Yeah, this is part of a no. This part is a no. These two are made for each other. Welfen Bell. Welfen Bell. Welfen Bell. So is the spirit gonna give Argonaut some of the blood so he can use some power, gain some power, and take on the Minotaur? That's what's gonna happen? I don't know. Done. He really is strong, and he can even sense the presence of a spirit, and this man is on another level. He has been a great help for us. We shall thank you for your support. We deeply appreciate you helping dubious-looking strangers like us. Don't put me in the same group as you. Well, I'm ready to commit myself until the end of your journey, since we are now in the same boat, and I don't think I'll be bold with you. Do you mind if I call you Argo? Argonaut doesn't really roll off the tongue, see? Why would I mind? Call me Argo, with a sense of familiarity and sincerity. Alright, now we know each other. Let's have a great adventure together. Yes, we absolutely will, Kozu. So that's how men bond. It's suffocating just listening to us. I know you are jealous of us, Miss Ona. May I talk for a bit? I am definitely not jealous, and what is it you want to talk about? We have decided to visit the Shrine of Spirit, but I know time is running out. How long do we have to save the princess? Such a big meal. The bowl is still in slumbers. The princess was to be offered after the war ended, so we still have some time left. I see you really know everything. Must be a great fortune teller to be so trusted. They even tell you about the capital's dystopian truth. Have any talent to read star signs or foresee the future? I cannot tell the future of this kingdom either. Why would the capital invite you as a guest? How would I know? I was hoping they'd have told me already why a worthless waste of space like me is still alive. There are other people who want to imprison me like a bird in a cage, that is all. Jesus. Have you found Lady Ona? Sorry, my kin, we are yet to locate Lady, but we suspect she may have run out of the capital with Argonaut and a mysterious traveler. You useless fools, send soldiers and find Lady Ona now. Yes, so, fuck the kin. Let me help. I should be the one to find Ona. Letting loose a beast like you won't do anything. Let the soldiers handle the situation. No questions asked. You must watch those hurricanes. God knows what those delinquents will do if the influence of the detestable clown and his sister. I won't forgive you for this, Argonaut. Running like a pest is one thing, but abducted her is another. Yeah, fuck you, kin. This is unforgivable, absolutely unforgivable. You will pay for your crime, Argonaut. No, you shall pay again. You will pay. Somewhere around here. Wandering deep in the forest, scaling canyons and through waterfalls, we are finally here. This isn't a place for men. No wonder even a search party couldn't find this site. I can't recall how many monsters we have encountered to come this far to locate the spirit's presence, so we are here, and from what I know, spirits tend to live in uncharted territory. This mistress atmosphere is more like it, no? Or was that it? It's in the cave. This is not a shrine, but a cave. It must be inside. Are you ready? Yes, let's go. Shrine dungeon. Do whatever is necessary to find clues as to the whereabouts of the traitors. But your health, Commander, your wounds from the fight with Lady Ona haven't healed yet. There was no time to worry about that. If we cannot clear our names as royal soldiers, the king will feed us to the main eater next. This way. The remains of a camp from this, it looks like 3 people stayed here overnight. This must be Argonaut's group. Follow the footsteps, it will lead us to Argonaut. This natural cavern, but what are those glowing blue lights? Everything is visible even though we are inside. Guess we won't be needing this torch. I went to the trouble of burning it. This place feels somewhat sacred too. That's the mystical power of the spirit. Its living here must be what caused the interior to change like this. Looks like there are other residents in here too. It seems not the friendliest bunch. They are unlike any monsters around the capital, and unlike any other monsters we have seen on our journey. Force and weaken them. Then I shall be your backup. You may join Krozo and fight bravely alongside him. Why won't you? I don't have a weapon. Oh, what the hell? They look cool. Bravo, you really are strong. Perhaps we can rescue Fina and our princess with this help alone. No? Apollon will real on him. I can't believe those words are coming from a hero candidate or even a decent human being. I feel like his power has its limits. To his spiritual power, I'm not sure how to phrase it, but I feel as though he is restraining from using his ability, or fragment of his spirit is. I think of it, if he just blasted his power, he could have easily won, but he had only used his sword so far. Oops, I missed. Huh? Is that a dreadful number of monsters running towards us, one on a... What? You better stop running and do something now. Didn't you swear to defeat the Minotaur? Not now. It's time for our diversionary tactic, Ona. You be the bait and I'll run away. Argonaut. I went on autopilot like I was with Fina. You're such a scumbag, Argonaut. Your insults are awakening something inside me. It's time to fight, seriously. Your insults are awakening something. What the hell? Boosh. You alright, Aga? Yeah, buddy. I'm sorry it took me a while. There were quite a few of them. The spirit of this cave is intentionally evading those unwelcoming guests. Invading monsters? Why? You may call it a test. Some spirits are believed to challenge humans to find those who are worth of it. It's like they are saying, if you want to see me, prove yourself. So it's a test to determine our worth. Such a twisted way to go about it, but they are still trying to aid us. Do you suppose? For sure, but we can only figure out what sort of a spirit resides here by continuing further. Let's go. What's wrong? You've been quiet out for a while. I'm this feeling of powerlessness with you and Fina always covering my back. I really admire you, Koza. You are a real hero to me. I really mean it. Me? You have such great power. You can shoot fires and repel a pack of monsters on your own like a hero from a tale. You are putting me on a pedestal, Argo. I'm nothing but your standard blacksmith who easily gets upset when my craft doesn't sell well. Bet my life on it. If my name is to be remembered, it is not going to be remembered as that of a hero's. That isn't true. I want to live my life as I wish. If humanity comes to an end because of it, then so be it. If the world's ending, it's ending. If it's not, that's fine too. Whatever happens, happens. I don't care either way. That's who I am. You should know this, Argo. I'm a living weapon. As I said before, I'm not some hero to save the world. I am nothing special and there's nothing extraordinary about me. I do what I want to do, so if I want to save someone, I will become the friend and the weapon. I may not be the one saving the world, but I will do my damn best to support whoever is. It's as simple as that. Cool, so you say I have a great power, but it doesn't belong to me. If you still wish to be like me, then you must prove yourself to the spirit. How is he gonna prove himself to a spirit? He doesn't fight. How's he proven himself? Let me see this. Then that must be the spirit. That's the shrine of the spirits. I can feel a presence inside. What a stunning light. This must be the spirits. It's reacting to you, Argo. Go ahead and call it to you. Didn't go through all of that trouble to come here for nothing. I am Argonaut. I came here with the help of my friends. This is something I must do. People I must save. Please show yourself, spirit. Lend me your powers to aid me in my quest. What is happening? I am finally going to witness the spirit myself. What shape does it take? I wonder, a gorgeous lady, a girl, or a sweetheart? Oh, man. Come far, Argonaut, hero of this land. Now let us make an oath for our eternal bond. Is it really my time to shine the era of Argonaut? Hey, do you hear that strange noise? Sure do. Sounds like some kind of ominous buzzing sound. Huh? He got blasted. Mwah, drumroll please. I have arrived. Prepare yourself to be awed because this is the beginning of a new era. the arrow of yours truly. Huh? Oh, but what do we have here? I expected to be summoned by a sweet little cutie, but it seems I am destined to be disappointed. How sad. That voice, it hurts to listen to. It's a dude or an old geezer, I should say. Must be a spirit of thunder with all that lightning. I can only just make him out, but what with all this light shining in my eyes, but he looks pretty jacked. And that's the one Argonaut's gonna get. I am the one and only Jupiter. How dare you summon me? This jolt of electricity ought to show you what a mistake that was. No, it's a lie. It must be a lie. I thought there was gonna be only female spirits. You were wrong. He was an enlightened in truth. They are haunting spirits and bewhiskered old spirits too. Was that face? You expected to see a lovely female spirit in you. The reality hurts. No, what a shock. Oh my god, this Jupiter. Past. You can't. All spirits final. No refunds, no changes. What should we do now? His words are beyond my comprehension. There's one thing I know, I sure don't want anything to do with that spirit. Glad mine ain't anything like him. Stop fizzling, you two. You should know I am one of the brightest and mightiest spirits, one of the most powerful. Nomies call me the Great Spirit. Mwahaha. The Great Spirit of what? Insanity? And here I thought the spirit had no ego or mind of its own. Speaking of which, it seems like Argo's hopes and dreams have been crushed into pieces and turned into a nightmare. Isn't she a beauty with her healthily tanned skin? Hey girl, don't you feel the spark between us wanting to form a contract with me? No, never ask me that again. I'll go with the brat then. He looks gender neutral and can be said borderline cute. I'll assign him as my conductor. I haven't agreed to anything. Rejoice, conductor. I, the Great Spirit, will become your sword. Ready my sword, an imaginable force as powerful as divine fauna will be bestowed upon you. Accept my miracle. I don't need it. I'm fine by myself, but thank you for asking. So please just go back, pretty please. You and I will be united from here to eternity. If I am shattered, you'll die with me, and if you die, well, only you will die. Could you listen to me for a second? Could you please listen to me? Let's go. A sword in the air, a sword that shines with a golden radiance. I call it the radiant sword of thunder. Can't believe a capricious spirit like him exists, tormenting me. Of all people, without my consent, he made me his conductor and transformed me into a shiny sword. Why and how did this all happen? That sounds like we have got company in there. Must be quite a few of them. Could they be... Found you, Argonaut, the trader and Lady Ona? Royal soldiers, they must have attacked us from the campsite. How foolish of us. And then we went ahead and even took care of all the monsters here. You have disgraced me enough. I hereby sentence you to death. This is a great number of them, with no way to escape. At this rate, we will lose. Draw your sword. Isn't this the chance you have been waiting for, so you can become a hero strong enough to save the people you care about? This is not the time for me to be demanding. Oh, look for petty excuses. I will wield you, Jupiter. I will wield your power and achieve my goal with you. I will save the princess and everyone else. What are you mumbling about? Stop your driveling and get them now. Attack. Ooh. Be with me, Radiant Sword. Wow, he got a spirit that matches him. Got a spirit to match him in personality. Yeah, all of them with one strike. It's as if he's protected by thunder with his lightning speed and unbelievable force. Awesome. No! Blah. Argonaut, incredible. How am I so strong? So this is the power of the spirit. I never dreamed I'd obliterate enemies with one strike. This spirit is amazing. He seems happy. Yes, I can do this. I can help the princess and defeat the bull. I can see a brighter future in store for us. It's time for us to return to the capital to put an end to this tragedy. Feast night. My lord, I am here to report that the troops sent to search for Argonaut have gone missing in action. We have lost all contact. Presumably, they have been attacked by the traitors. As for Lady Ona, we have yet to learn her whereabouts. Worthless imbeciles. Leave now. What is your plan now? The traitor's sister is a scaffold for all to see. Announced her execution publicly. The clown will not miss that. He will take the bait. If we cannot find the fool, we make the fool come to us. My great king of Lucius, announce it throughout the kingdom. They will surely return here to see what we will do. Let you escape this time, Argonaut. If you won't show yourself, I will make sure you have your dear sister beheaded. You are terrible. This king is terrible. Miss Fina, I hope you are not hurried by your gloomy atmosphere of this prison. If my son could be of any help to brighten the air, I would. What? They have decided what to do with me, haven't they? Your execution will be carried out 3 days. Expect it is a trap to lure out so Argo. I could let you escape, however, the invisible eyes of the horrific assassin are watching us day and night. Could you end me now? I don't want to be my brother's. I don't want to be my brother's his burden. Will never forgive me if I ever hurt you. I am sure he is coming to rescue you this very moment, even while we are speaking. I do not doubt that. And that's exactly why I want him to live. If he returns, then that will be the end for my brother. If you wouldn't mind, could you tell me your story, the story of you and Argo? I have been intrigued by you two since we first met. A deep bond between the strange siblings. You are not tied by blood, are you? How did you two meet? I was born in a kingdom named Elkos. A kind-hearted king accepted many refugees. The people of all races lived together in harmony. Nonetheless, I was half-blood, a half-man between a human father and an elven mother. Afraid of a backlash, they hid me in the house. Discrimination against half-bloods simply assumed, but I was happy with my life, even if the entirety of my world was in that tiny house. I had the unconditional love. Then the day came. Our kingdom was borne down. It was the monsters. The castle fell in the blink of an eye, and the town engulfed in flames. Those creatures feasted on people, and amongst them my father and my mother. Neither human nor elf heard me. They could only hear my voices, hear voices of their own kind. No one in their right mind would help a pitiful half-breed. But then, don't worry, I'll save you. He was there. He heard my cry and took my hand. In that moment, he was truly my hero. When we were finally able to flee Elkos, I was angry with my father and my mother, my home all lost in the fire. I asked him, crying, "Why did you help a half-human like me?" "What do you think?" he said in reply. "I like your pointed ears. They are like butterflies on a flower. It suits you." That's very him. His words saved me. I shed tears, but not because of my sorrow. I'm not sure when but I started to call him my brother afterwards. Since then, we have traveled from one place to another, often causing trouble, sometimes helping people, and always making people laugh. He has brought me a smile, and he will continue to make people like me smile. And instead, my brother never cries. For the sake of others, he continues smiling. I believe my brother intended to save hundreds more lives, not only mine. But the city was already badly burned. He had to face the truth that he could not save the hundreds by himself. Was it since he met you that he started acting like such a clown? Yes, he has since been writing a journal to record his ludicrous days with his lifelong dream to become a hero. I am yet to completely comprehend what he is thinking, but I know he does what he does to bring a smile to everyone he meets, to bring them a smile. As selfish as it sounds, I have always wanted to see him cry, so we could cry together and share our sorrow. But he never does. Thank you for sharing your story. Now I know for certain, that he will come and save you. May not be able to save hundreds of lives, but he will never abandon one life if there is a chance he can save it. Do. The half-elf has been sentenced to the death penalty. Will be performed in 3 days. It's a trap to lure in the clown, I'm sure. So what are you planning to do? The point is, I've already told you countless of times that I am here to save my tribe. You have a thick skull, don't you? You already know you are on the wrong side. I will rescue the girl. It's not worth returning home, knowing I have dishonored my people by following the orders of a Hindians beings. Let me ask you again, what will you do? What do you know? A dwarf who has already lost everything, has nothing to protect. Don't you dare say you know how my people sent me off smiling. while they suffered from starvation and endless pain. How am I supposed to tell them the truth that there is no such thing as hope? The truth that the last paradise is full of monsters? How am I to simply give up like the time I watched my sister take her last breath? My agony and my remorse you will never know. You may be right that I know now have nothing to protect, so it is easier for me to break my own oath, if that is to live as an honorable Jove until my final day. I would have done the same even if I were in your shoes, proud beast. Pull yourself together, werewolf. Do you really want your tribe to survive bound in the black chain of the evil? Do you really wish for your kinds to become the kin's pet, defanged wolves without the pride, or as feeble as domestic dogs? Your tribe and your people, are they fine to live ever so lowly? Pardon me for interrupting. State your business, bard, showing up out of nowhere like some clown. If I may, what do you souls plan to do? I have made my decision. I will risk my life to thwart the kin from fulfilling his wicked mission. You are also here to rope me into helping you rescue the half-elf. You and your honors. I not only want to watch over Sarago. What? Oh, shit. Do you not feel a wind blowing? The wind that will alter the future of this kingdom? Am I mistaken? I say not. This wind of fate will carry us elsewhere. Because he is Argonaut, he will not end his story as a tragedy. He has nothing more to lose, but more to salvage. Rise up and hear the bells ringing louder and clearer. This is the landing of Argonaut the Clown. On the way to the capital. Boosh. So this spell is lightning magic from the spirit. The bell we love and know is Firebolt. Ooh. Well then, driving monsters back in, how is it? Have you gotten used to fighting with the spirit sword? It still overpowers me sometimes rather than me wielding it anyway. I have started to develop a sense of familiarity with it. To be perfectly honest with you, I feared of a possibility that the old man might return and start yelling at me, but that hasn't happened yet. When the spirit transforms into a weapon, it loses its lost consciousness by granting power to its partner, as he promised that spirit really became your sword. He really was a thunderous storm, a remarkable loud one too, turning into a silent sword after his maniac actions. Must wonder why he decided to help me. May I ask you one question? But I'm glad a beautiful girl as yourself wants to learn about me. Let me hear your personal yet intimate question. Are you really just a normal man? You act like an ignorant clown, but in fact you are an educated and determined man with prescient eyes. Being a fool is your way of being evasive, but everything you do is based on your own strong faith. That's what I have seen in you, at least. You told me once that now is the time of our heroic legend, and we are the ones who will create our futures. Indeed, I did. That blacksmith is quite odd himself, but I can still understand him. No ordinary man would be so concerned about the future of the world. Your philosophy about our future, it sounds like something that a scholar, a sage, or someone from a royal family might say. Aren't you from a royal family? No, I am simply a villager from Nowheresville. Nothing more, nothing less. Everything in my hero diary is all you need to know about me. Can you imagine if someone like me was like me become a hero? Everybody would be amused. It'd be so silly, you know? A story about a clown being the fool he is, that's good enough for Argonaut. He needs no tragedy or misery. What he needs is only a comedy. I am back. You are here. Thank you for your work. So what did your scouting mission to the capital teach you? About your sister's execution. Apparently it'll be a public affair. I'm sure it's just a trap. And when is it happening? Tomorrow. We have no time left. What are we going to do, Argo? I'm going to save Fina. I will save her, and then end everything else. Wait for my arrival. Capital, I am coming for ya. You want nothing but a comedy. Will you really?